Okay, whew, here we are, the third video in this series. We just have a couple of more things to look at, and we're actually going to take a look at the assignment in this video. So what you see here is an actual W-2. This is my son's W-2. I have blocked out any of his personal information, but let's take a closer look here. So we have the summary of wages, tips. So this is all the money that he made in the year. Here is the amount of federal income tax withheld. Here is Social Security tax withheld, and we'll discuss that in another lesson. Here is Medicare tax withheld. All three of these are withholdings that will come out of every paycheck you have for the rest of your working life. So then we have employer information. Here is that employer's ID number that we talked about in our other video. Here's the state ID. Like I said, Brady was working in the state of Oregon. And again, this is a W-2, and it's from 2018. So up at the top, this is the 1040-EZ form for 2018, and it's one page. So you take the information from here, and you plug it into here. You just go line by line by line. I put X's by the numbers that you need to take a look at. And when you finish, you get a result. And I will tell you that if you fill this out correctly, you will end up with the exact same result that we got on our software video on the last video. So the result will be the same. You can either work it out manually or you can work it out on your own. Okay, so another thing I wanted to show you guys is if you go to Google and you go to irs.gov, this is their homepage. And if you're going to file your taxes for free, there's a little tab here that says file your taxes for free. You would click that. And it says a few things. It says pick an option based on your income. I would be willing to bet that any of you guys, for the next several years, your income is going to be below $72,000 a year. In fact, you might even have parents whose income is below $72,000 a year. So you would be able to file for free and click this button, and this will give you some software options. And one of those options is TurboTax. I believe H&R Block is in there. So you've got several options that you can do, and then that takes you into the software. And just to let you know, I sat down with a couple of seniors last year, and we actually filed their federal income taxes in this room, and it took less than 30 minutes, starting from scratch and going all the way through. So one other note on this is once you get to the end, it does allow you to e-file. Okay, so let me show you something else real quick. I have streamlined that paper process. So you could do this one, and I'm not going to offer as much money if this is the one you choose, but this basically takes, these are all the things that you need from your W-2. This gathers everything. It's just simpler. So I cut out all the extra stuff that you would have to look at and see, okay, does that apply to me? No. So on this one, I want to point out one thing right here. So number 4, it says using the tax table, find the amount from box 3, enter that number here. I mentioned tax tables in one of the other videos, and I would like to show you what that looks like. So if you're doing it manually, if you're not using, the tax tables are automatically included with the software. If you're doing it manually, you will have to look up the tax tables. So the way that I would do that is I would start with Google, and I would say, you see, I just searched it just to make sure I could do it for this video. Tax tables, if you click on that, what that does is this takes you to that big, thick magazine pamphlet that I said that back in the old days, back when I used to have to do this. I'm having trouble hearing you. It takes you to the entire pamphlet. So you would scroll down, and pretty quickly you are in tax tables. So what you have to do is you have to find the tax table that matches the number from your taxable income from your paperwork. And for Brady, that was 6,000 something. So we would go down here. Here's the 6,000s. We would find his taxable income range in here. And then that would, he's single. So then that would give us his taxable, that's how much tax he would have to pay. Okay, so these are the tax tables. That's all the pieces you need to be able to do your taxes either manually or using the software. So I hope that helps. This one is for you guys. I will be offering you guys some money to do either the bigger, the 1040EZ form, the one that I showed that has the W-2 at the bottom, or a little bit less money if you want to do my easy breezy cheesy Excel spreadsheet form. All right, so that's it for filing your federal income taxes. I hope you guys feel a little bit more comfortable with it now. And let me know if you have any questions.